We're about to go see the biggest castle in the world. And guess what? We're not in Austria, we're not in Germany, we're not in UK. We're in Poland, we're in Malbork. Let's go. Princess Arisa. So the castle is an incredible sight to see all year round. But if you come here in July, at the end of July this year, 21st to 23rd, they do a reconstruction of the time when Polish powers were trying to get the castle from the knights. And there's lots of battles, there's just a lot of stuff going on, and you can kind of relive that experience of what life was there, living here in 1410. The eagle is here to keep an eye on things, just to make sure everyone understands who's the boss. Very nice.
You wanna do it?
Is it hard? Oh, you got it? Yeah, it just feels, right? Talk to girl. Yeah, you're very good at it.
Because I did. I was doing. This is one of the Japanese old.
Oh, you did this before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Almost every day.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah, Łukasz.
What is it called in Japan? Let's walk forward because there's better light. What is it called?
It's called Takeuma.
Takeuma?
Yes. I can the higher one, like 2 meters high.
Really? Damn. Nice.
Żeby go zakapturzyć. Wychodzimy z naszej drogi. Do góry. I wchodzimy do środka. Budujemy zamek niski, średni, jak chcemy być wysoki. Zobaczymy, jaka wygląda takie wyjście.
Czyli nie z Polski, nawet nie z Małopolski, nawet nie z Wielkopolski, ani z żadnego innego Mazowsza. To nie wiem, czy ich puścimy.
Bracie, ale kto to?
O, fajna jest.
Pani przechodzi resztę.
A może ją puścimy?
Rest of you cannot enter, you are not the Titanic Knights.
Z krzyżem na piersi. A czy puścimy resztę?
So we're right in the middle now. Originally, it didn't used to be this big. Only a small castle, and then in 1309, the Teutonic Knights decided to move their capital from Venice to here, and then they decided to make it massive. So you see this little tiny building, as unassuming as it is, that is sort of the most important building in the whole castle, because that's the well, and without the well, without water, the whole place is unusable. almost unusable. So I didn't know this, but apparently a common practice when conquering castles back in the day was to just try to poison the well, like, you know, throw a dead animal or dead people into it, so it's poisoned, and then you can't do much about it.
Ja jestem niewinna. Jestem niewinna.
Chciałoby się.
They have a reconstruction of the prison and lots of different things that they obviously did here at the castle. One interesting thing about the castle, it was actually never fully conquered. It was partially conquered, but ultimately was taken over only once, and not by force, but by money. It was bought by the Polish king for 600 kilo of gold. It's a pretty standard real estate transaction. And this is the kitchen for the knights. It seems kind of small, but the truth is that in this whole castle, there was only about 60 knights that lived here permanently. And out of the thousands of people that were kind of working here on a regular basis, they were just hired workers for the knights. So really 60 people, 60 key people, and everyone else was service. So back in those days, water was so polluted and there was no easy way of cleaning it that people just drank wine and beer. And here in the Teutonic Order, they had something like 18 types of wine and 12 types of beer available on site. So if you think we've made progress. This here is the main church. That's the heart of the place, because after all, they were monks. They were knights, but they were also first and foremost monks. This is where the Grandmaster would sit when they were making all the important decisions here in this room. I do have to say that you don't have to be religious to appreciate the mood that monasteries have. It makes you stop a little bit and kind of reflect and think. It's just so, even with all these people here, it still feels really serene and peaceful. So the story here is really cool. The Polish forces had a spy that went into the castle, went into the room where all of the leadership, the Teutonic leadership, was considering how to defend the castle. And when the Polish forces were about to attack, he put a red hat in the window, so the artillery knew where to attack. And the plan was, if we can hit this one column in the middle, the whole room would collapse and then kill all the commanders. And without the command, without the officers, the leadership, it would be a piece of cake to conquer the castle. Unfortunately, they narrowly missed it. And here on the wall you can see how close the Polish artillery was to just obliterating the whole command center of the castle. So that's the cannonball, and the Teutonic Knights put it there to remember how they were saved by God on that historic day.
Oh gosh.
Yeah?
Did you know that this Malbork castle was destroyed? Like about 50% of this castle.
Yeah, that
during
seems,
the World War II.
yeah, that seems very probable.
Soviet and German. No war anymore.
Yeah, you can see, you know, when you break an old brick. So they repaired it really nice. They filled it up and repaired it really nice, but still, it's probably not what it would have been had we not had Germans come here and. Germans. Dzień dobry. So once you're done exploring the castle, a great thing you can do is take the boat up the river and see the surrounding nature, see where the Teutonic Order chose to have their castle.